Hey guys, welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. This actually came in the mail today, and this is the Nike Air Raid that retroed quite recently. When I first heard of the news that these were going to be retroed, I really wanted to cop a pair because I really think these are fire. But unfortunately, they did not release in my home country, so I had to go on StockX to cop a pair. I did have to pay that slight resale, and I've noticed that the price has dropped quite recently, but I don't really mind because I was going to get this pair anyways, and I was more than willing to pay that slight resale for this pair. Uh, I know that these are Tim Hardaway signature shoes, and I know that these are hooping shoes, but I don't have any nostalgia for them. I just wanted to cop this pair because I think the design is clean. B, call me a hype beast or whatever, but I've heard that this is one of Jerry Lorenzo's favorite shoes, and I can see why. These are really cool looking shoes with that kind of retro vibe. So let's start with the design. Let's start with my favorite part of the shoe. This shoe has this signature design with this kind of silver strap that really holds down your feet, and then it also has this Velcro material for the straps. And the second favorite part of my shoe would be this lettering that reads Air Raid and 3M reflective material. I've tried lighting it up with my flash, and it was quite cool. And then in the front of the shoe, you have this kind of seemingly tumble leather, black leather on the toe area, but I can tell you the material is really cheap. And then moving on to the toe box, you get once again this like gray, really cheap feeling nubuck material with absolutely no perforation. So I don't know how you're gonna get any breathability when you hoop in these, especially because these are built for outdoor use only, as advertised on the back of the shoe as well as on the outsole of the shoe. I don't know. I would never want to hoop in these outside with this kind of material. But anyways, moving on to the side panel, it has this kind of cheap feeling mesh material in black. Again, I don't know how much breathability this can provide, but I mean, it's quite cheap to the touch. I don't know how much, yeah. And moving on to the midsole, it's got this crisp white foam used for the midsole, and I think that provides a lot of character. It's a nice accent to the overall kind of black, grayish kind of design of the shoe. And then moving to the outsole, it's got this kind of inverted type of groove all across the outsole. And then again, it's got that Air Raid branding as well as the letters that read for outdoor use only. And moving on to the back of the shoe, you've got that kind of cheap feeling nubuck material once again with the letters reading outdoor use only. And then you've got this kind of cheap sock liner material, which I don't mind. I mean, this is not an expensive shoe anyways, so I don't really mind the quality of the material. And then finally, you've got the tongue with the cheap feeling nubuck once again. But my third favorite aspect of the shoe is the OG treatment, the Nike Air branding embroidered in silverish gray onto the tongue. And I think that's a really nice touch to the overall shoe. It's got this very retro vibe, and I think this shoe would fit in perfectly into my collection with my overall outfit. I mean, if you're into, those fear of God clothings or whatever, I think these would go really well with your outfit. I did manage to put these on before the review, and surprisingly enough, these feel a lot more comfortable than they look. I mean, I've heard people call these are like built like tanks, and I can see why they say that, but once you put them on feet, it is quite hard to put them on feet at first because the factory laces are so tight, but once you kind of move around a little bit, I mean, once you put them on, it feels surprisingly comfortable, and I can see myself wearing these as lifestyle shoes. And I'm not a baller or anything like that, but I wouldn't really want to ball in these. I mean, I'd much rather use these for just lifestyle shoes. Yeah, and I think these would go quite well with gray sweatpants or some black jogger pants. I know we're going to the more cold season, but I mean in the summer I think these would go really nicely with shorts, black shorts, white shorts, whatever. I wouldn't recommend wearing these with jeans 'cause it's just that I've seen some photos online and they just don't mix very well. And sizing wise, yeah, the sizing is quite important. I mean, I normally wear true to size with all of my shoes, and there's no problem wearing the true to size with these shoes at all. But what I've noticed is that if you go to true to size and wear the pair, this kind of strap, you has to be like this. You can't pull it all the way through when you put your feet in when you're going true to size. So if this is a very important detail for you and you want really, if you really want people to see the air raid lettering in full, I will recommend you to go half size up. That would give you a little more wiggle room in terms of the toe area and all that. But once again, these are surprisingly more comfortable on feet, so there's really no issue with going true to size. Uh, and another little thing that I noticed is that, these laces are quite awkward. I mean, I don't even know why you have them. I mean, obviously the the model had these laces, but once you put these on feet, have the strap across it, and then you kind of lace these up, it's this thing kind of sits very awkwardly. And I don't really think the laces serve that much purpose. So if I do wear these as a lifestyle shoe, what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna put these behind the tongue because I mean this shoe has a big ass tongue and there's a lot of room in between your feet and the tongue. So you can just kind of put these laces, just kind of let them rest on top of your feet. I've tried them with this pair. It's really not a big deal. And I mean, I thought about, tying the laces behind the tongue like you do with the Jordan 3s, but I don't think that's necessary. You could just let them rest and you wouldn't even notice them. So yeah, I think that would have a more crisp kind of look if you're intending to, wear these as lifestyle shoes. Overall, I really like the design of the shoes. The wearability wise, I think they're really fine. Uh, if you're looking to copy these, I would recommend you to go on StockX or any other platform because they are going for below retail right now. So I think this would be a good time to cop a pair if you were planning on to get this in your collection. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really like this content, please hit that subscribe button and I'll keep pushing the content as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.